Okie dokie artichoke. So I did something really cool over the weekend and I wanted to share today because if I don't share today, I'm gonna forget the next time that I can bring it up. So this past weekend, I went up to Tennessee to have an early Thanksgiving, like, celebration feast kind of thing with my father's side of the family. Now, some of my cousins on that side of the family are a part of a paranormal, like, investigation team. Now, I don't know what you think about ghosts, spirits, whatever you think. I don't even know exactly what. I think I have my theories and ideas, but I'm not, like, straight facts on what I think of ghosts and all that stuff. But my cousins and their dad invited me and my sister to go on, like, a paranormal, like, ghost tour thing. It was inside of an old inn that had, like, a lot of presidents and, like, cool people go through it, so I was mainly just excited about it because of history stuff. But we went in there about, like, 7 o'clock. We went through, like, basic information stuff. We, like, got some research about the inn and got to meet the different people. My sister and I were able to go with our cousins who were kind of leading some of the different groups, so they got to, like, ask questions and stuff, and we got to be with them because we were like, this is, like, cool. So I mainly just wanted to talk about my experience because, like I said, I still don't know exactly what I think about all that kind of stuff, but I actually experienced some stuff. So one of the tools that I was able to use are dowsing rods, which are basically things that people used to use to help them find water. But you would basically try and hold one on top of the other so that they could cross. So, like, if a spirit or whatever wanted to answer you, like, yes or no, they would cross them for yes and pull them apart for no, and then bring them back in the center before you ask another question. Before going into it, I wasn't sure if I was actually going to participate because depending on what you believe in stuff, some people say it's not good to mess with that stuff at all. I mainly went into it thinking I'm just gonna, like, observe and just see what happens because I have no idea what I think about any of it. So halfway through, they offered to let me use the dowsing rods. And I say yes because I was like, I might as well do it. I'm not necessarily scared of that kind of stuff, but I was like, I'll just do it just to see what happens, I guess. So the first area that I used the dowsing rods in was, like, an old kitchen kind of cooking area. Like, it kind of just had kitchen-y vibes to it. I don't think that's exactly what it was, but that's kind of what it gave me. But I started to use the rods, and I didn't really get, like, a response or anything. Like, I held them the correct way, like, they show you how to use them, but nothing really happened for me, so they gave the rods to my cousin, and she got, like, a bunch of answers, and basically at the end of that, we figured out that there was a ghost who basically was pushed down the stairs and killed by one of the people who, like, made the building, which is very spooky. So we kept going through a few more rooms and stuff, and then they asked if I wanted to try them again, and we were in a bedroom at one point, and I was getting, like, answers left and right, like, the entire time, basically. I was kind of skeptical going into it, because I was like, some people were saying, oh, they could feel, like, a pressure in the room, or they could hear some noises that I couldn't hear, so I was like, okay. However, towards the end of the night, I'm pretty sure I felt what a lot of the people were feeling when they used the dowsing rods. So you were basically supposed to hold them one higher than the other so the sticks could cross. And then you would tilt them forward so that they could actually swing. And that was really cool. The actual people that ran the thing would ask questions, or you could ask questions. I, like, asked a few questions and whatnot. But whenever they would ask questions, I literally could feel, like, the outside of my hand. Like, it's kind of hard to explain. It wasn't the inside, but it was literally the outside of my hands would get hot. The building itself wasn't very hot, like, it wasn't warm. It was kind of cold, not, like, unbearably cold, but it wasn't enough to, like, just make my hands feel like they were hot. Like, it literally, there would be a difference. And it's not necessarily like I was hyping myself up because the first time that I did it, I didn't feel that at all, but towards the end of the night, my hands would literally start to get hot. It was so weird. And it's not like they felt that way the entire time. Literally, it was mainly when they would just ask the questions is when my hands would get hot. Sometimes even before, which is weird. In general, it was just kind of like a weird but cool experience. They also use something called a spirit box, which I'm pretty sure, as far as I know, is something that uses, like, radio frequencies, and the spirits are supposed to use their energy or whatever to talk through it. But yeah, overall, it was really cool. I definitely want to do more stuff like that again because I'm really interested in that kind of, not necessarily, like, paranormal stuff, but stuff in that kind of area, I guess. I can't exactly describe it, but yeah. But yeah, I don't know exactly what I think of it, but it was definitely very interesting.